What can you vacuum seal in canning jars? Anything that is dry storage. Hello, my name is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today I am going to show you how easy it is to vacuum seal in canning jars. One month ago, I did one of my very first YouTube videos, and it was on how to vacuum seal. Unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties, and even though I was able to post it, it was really hard to hear what I was saying. So today, I am going to show you all the wonderful things that you can vacuum seal. My absolute favorite thing to vacuum seal is cereal. And even more exciting is when I find cereal on sale. I choose to buy all organic cereal. And the challenge with that is the cost. First off, it's very expensive. Second off, it's hard to find it. I may be able to find one box at Weis Markets, another one over at Aldi's, and yet another one at Martin's or Giant. But then there are stores like Ollie's, and today I hit the jackpot. Ollie's is a discount store. I don't know if you have one near you, but look at that price. $1.99 for organic cereal. Did you notice that a lot of food boxes now have a best if used by date instead of an expiration date? So this one says it is best if used by May 2023. We are now in March, and no, it has not reached that date. And by vacuum sealing it, I can get it to stay another few months, if not a year beyond that date. So what exactly is vacuum sealed? Vacuum sealed is just like it says. You have sealed a glass jar by sucking out the air and sealing the lid tight. I choose to vacuum seal directly in canning jars. There are many benefits to this. First off, your food lasts longer. If you seal this jar, you can add to the date that it is best by. Also, mice, insects, rodents, any of those critters cannot get into those jars. I've heard of too many people who have placed their food in buckets only to have mice chew into those buckets. This has a metal lid on it, and I put the ring on it as well. So you're not going to get bugs or insects in there because it's vacuum sealed. There's no air. They need to be able to breathe. This large jar is a half-gallon canning jar. You can use any size canning jar as long as a regular or a wide mouth lid can fit on it. Another little secret is these canning lids can be used to vacuum seal over and over again. Obviously, this is not organic coffee. This is shells and cheddar cheese. So I have reused that lid. I didn't bother to wipe it off, clean it off, because honestly, I can look in the jar and I know that is not coffee. So what can I seal in these jars? I have oatmeal, pasta. These are mini marshmallows. Lots of various snacks. That right there is pretzels, crackers, popcorn. I put all my popcorn in there. Another reason that things last longer, if you were to open up your popcorn bag, what you're doing is you're exposing that popcorn to air. And so every time you open that bag, you're letting more air, and that's why your food doesn't last as long. I can easily take out popcorn and then reseal this, and it'll take all the air out of there and help it last longer. All right, I have coffee beans, and then down here, rice-a-roni, and shells and cheese. There are so many things that you can vacuum seal. Today, I am going to focus on vacuum sealing 3 things: cereal, crackers, and a box of pastaroni. This is my absolute favorite breakfast cereal. I get this at Aldi's. It is coconut chia granola cereal. But the big problem I have with this is when I turn it to the side, it says serving size 1/2 cup with 230 calories. Oh, that would be almost 500 calories a cup. So what I do is I mix in other things. And this is an example of one of those that I choose to mix in. This is by Wise Markets. And look at that. 1 cup, 150 calories. Whoa, now that is a huge difference. And Toasted O's from Nature's Promise. This one has 150 calories for 1 2/3 cup, even better. So what I choose to do is to combine all of these things together. Once a month, I usually mix up my cereal. Today, with my shopping trip, when I went to Ollie's and found this cereal, I decided this would be an excellent one to stir in with those 3 cereals. Now, as far as calories on this one, let's see, 1 cup for 210. So it is still less than the coconut chia. Some other things you may want to stir in are nuts or dried fruit. But today I'm going to stick with these 4 cereals and mix it in a bowl. I'm going to start with my coconut chia. As you can see, there's not a whole lot in there. I'm going to put that in my bowl first. The other reason I like to stir things in is granola can be very heavy. And so this kind of lightens it up so it is not such a heavy cereal. I'm going to add this Honey Almond Farmland cereal. Now, I personally have not had this cereal, but it looks very, very good. Oh, definitely. Then I'm going to add the Rice Krispies. I'm not going to put a whole bag in there. The Rice Krispies go pretty far. I'm not even going to cut the whole top off. And put about half a bag in there. And last is the Toasted O's. That one's pretty big too, but let me see how many I can add. Yep, definitely not going to put it all in there. Now I'm just going to stir it all up. This shows you the mixture that I have. I'm actually going to put in another box of granola. I'm pretty happy with this mixture. It has 2 boxes of granola, a half a box of Rice Krispies, a half a box of Cheerios, and 1 full box of the Honey Almond cereal. And I think that's a real good combination. For your family, choose the varieties of cereal that you like best. So why do I mix my cereal? For variety, for economics, and so that I can eat more at a setting. At this point, I am going to start filling my jar. I've learned to put my jar right in the bowl. And the spoon that I use is a ladle. That gives me more opportunity to scoop it up. And by having it right there, then if anything falls off, it goes right into that bowl. So I am going to start filling up my jar. Is this jar full? Actually, it looks like it's full, but what I do at this point is I thump it on the counter and it will very quickly start sinking into those areas. So I'm going to start thumping it down without doing it on the camera because it is kind of loud. Look how much lower the cereal went. It went down considerably, probably at least 3 inches. So I am going to fill it up to the top again. I have filled 3 half-gallon canning jars, and now it is time to seal them. I'm going to put a canning lid on each one. This one obviously has been used before. As long as there are no holes in it from when I opened it, it will be fine. So I'm going to place one lid on each jar, just like that. My Food Saver has an accessory attachment, and that's what this cord is right here. That goes into accessories to remove the air by vacuuming it out. In order to use that, you have to have the parts that come separate. So this one says jar sealer. This is the wide mouth one. They did not come with my Food Saver, so I had to order these online. To seal the jar, I am simply going to put the lid on top and press it down real hard so it is completely over it. Then push that on top of that. Now I am going to turn it on and then push accessory. And I want you to listen to how it sounds as the air is being removed. Once it shuts off, I'm going to remove that and then remove the jar sealer. I like to tug on the lid and make sure it was indeed sealed, and it is on there. You can push, it's not going to make any noise because this jar is sealed. The last step is to put the ring on it. You want to store all vacuum sealed foods with the ring on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and seal the next two jars. These are Jim's favorite crackers, and today when I was at Ollie's, they were $2.29. They are up to $4 in our regular grocery store, so I bought a lot of boxes, and tonight I am going to seal them in quart-sized jars. Crackers are fairly easy to seal. You're just going to open up the box and you're going to put them in there. The hardest part is to put them in there so that they don't have a lot of air space. You want to fill it pretty good. And so I'm going to pour it in there. All right. Same thing. It takes up a lot of space, so you're going to shake it so you can add a little bit more from the next box. To pack them in tighter, I found if you shake it, it tends to get them to fall down a little bit more, give you a little bit more space. At this point, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my lid on top. I am going to put the sealer on top of that, plug it in, and seal it. And I'm not going to run it because it's really loud, but I'll be right back. All right, remove that and the sealer. And this lid is on solid, so put a ring on. And that's how you do crackers. The last thing that I am going to vacuum seal tonight is Parmesan cheese pastaroni. Now the difference here is I cut off the directions. I place that in the jar as well. So I'm going to start working on that and putting it in the jar. I place the pasta in first. I have the name of what is in this jar. Let's tilt it that way so I can put the name in. Then the directions. And just put them in there. And the last thing is the powdered mix that you add to it. I fold that in half and I'm just going to put it down in the center. For this, the pasta is sticking up a little above it. It's all right. You're just going to hold that lid down tight and it will seal. And just like that, it definitely sealed. So I'm going to put a ring on that, and that one is also finished. I hope this video has been an encouragement to you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can't do everything in one day for your homestead, but you can just do something. Have a great night. Bye-bye.